The ancient land of Israel, there lived a man named Elijah. He lived in a time when it never rained and everything was dry. Rivers dried up, crops withered, and the earth cracked under the scorching sun. People were worried, but Elijah believed that God would help them. Elijah lived by a little brook called Cherith because God told him to go there and hide from King Ahab and his queen, Jezebel, who led the people to worship false gods. Every day, black ravens brought Elijah bread and meat so he could survive far from the city. This was a special way God took care of Elijah. But soon, the brook dried up too, so God sent Elijah to a town called Zarephath. There he met a widow who was running out of food. Elijah told her something amazing. If she shared her food with him, God would make sure her food didn't run out until it rained again. And that's exactly what happened. Her jar of flour and jug of oil never ran out. The widow had a son who got very sick. He stopped breathing and died. Elijah was very sad and prayed to God, and miraculously the boy started breathing again. The woman was so happy and knew that Elijah was truly close to God. One day, God told Elijah to confront King Ahab and challenge him to a test to prove whose God is real. He went to a place called Mount Carmel to show the people who the real God was. He challenged the prophets of a false god, Baal. They both would sacrifice a bull on an altar, but they wouldn't start the fire themselves. Instead, they would ask their gods to do it. The prophets of Baal tried all day, but nothing happened. Then it was Elijah's turn. He repaired the altar of God that had been broken, placed his sacrifice upon it, and even poured water over it. He prayed, and suddenly fire came down from the sky and burned up his sacrifice. Everyone was amazed and realized that Elijah's God was the real God. After this, Elijah prayed for rain on top of Mount Carmel. A tiny cloud grew bigger and bigger. Then it started to rain. Whoa. Everyone was so relieved and happy. After Elijah made it rain, Queen Jezebel got really angry. Elijah was scared, so he ran away into the wilderness. While Elijah was hiding and feeling really alone, something amazing happened. God spoke to him. God told Elijah that he wasn't alone. There were lots of other people who now believed in God. This made Elijah feel much better. God also told him about new things to do and about a man named Elisha who would help him and one day be his successor. One day when he was with Elisha, a fiery chariot with fiery horses came and took Elijah right up to heaven. Elijah's journey was filled with miracles and the power of God. It teaches us about having faith and trusting in God, even when things seem really tough.